everybody. Welcome to Big Blend Radio's Happy Hour show with Nancy and Lisa. We are the crazy mother-daughter travel team and publishers of Big Blend Radio and TV magazine and National Parks. We got our Park and Travel magazine. You can check that out at nationalparktraveling.com. But also when it comes to music, go to blendradioandtv.com. And our guests today, they're going to be in our Big Blend Radio and TV magazine. And you just heard Highway. That's why I say speed ticket alert. Like, I know that's how I get speeding tickets, is when you are in the car and you have really good music and you turn it up and your foot goes and it doesn't care and you just want to haul, and that is it.
But
I
have witnessed you try to talk yourself out of a ticket with a policeman and telling him, but I was playing this. It's given.
Like, come on, dude. Come on, dude.
And it was and it was in Colorado, I believe.
Well, no, the last ticket I had was right out here because I was playing loud music, and apparently it wasn't the loud music, it was that I didn't care. But I thought, hey, get out of my way with your construction.
But it's a drum beat, and cops come in at a different, level.
But Highway is the song you just heard, and it is the first track from the album On the Line. That means you balance on the. No, you don't want to balance on the line in the road. But anyway,
I don't know.
It's On the Line, and it's a new album from the Cravens, and they're out of West Palm Beach, Florida. Our old stomping grounds. We're talking like over 20 years ago, but we partied out in Florida, and there is nothing like the music scene in Florida because it's vacation paradise. And there's always a really good bar and always good music, and definitely this is one of the bands that you're going to want to check out when you get out there. But go get their music anywhere that you live. Go to cravensongs.com. Craven, like is in Raven the bird, but you're Craven the Raven, right? They need to have a cocktail called Craven the Raven.
Oh, Craven the Raven.
Awesome. Yeah.
They should make a cocktail.
Yeah, the Craven Raven cocktail.
Oh, I
start with ice, though. You got to start with ice.
You got to always start with. You're in Florida. You got to start. Okay, so
exactly.
I want to bring on our first
ice.
guest, John Storch. You and I have been communicating over emails and everything. And John, you and Bill, your brother, you guys have your foundation of being the guitarists and vocalists and songwriters of the band. But John, let's do a temperature check because you're in West Palm Beach, Florida, and you had some crazy weather last night, so I'm glad you guys all made it. The whole band is on the show, by the way, and the manager, whose name is Nancy, so don't mess with the two Nancys.
That's right, because we'll fix you.
We're in Tucson, Arizona, and so I want to know,
wonderful.
Where are we? You have Border Town song, by the way, that we watched on balcony TV that you guys were on, and we're like, we should be playing that.
Yeah, because we have troops flying in.
Yeah, apparently.
Yes, we do. That's what the song's about, actually.
I know, right? See?
Seriously, and they're like, hey, where's the next taco stand?
Hey, we have good tacos here and good margaritas. But, John, what is the temperature in West Palm Beach right now?
Right now, it's actually breezy, and it's cooling down. It's probably in the mid-70s, which is the complete opposite of yesterday, which hit 90 degrees before the storm.
We're 96 today.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're hot.
Wow, 96. Wow.
See, that's why we have margaritas. But now we need a Craven Raven cocktail. Someone has to come up with this. But
no,
Bill,
we will. Yeah, Ron, put some
Ron's really good with that.
Yeah, he's good with mixology.
Okay.
Here's a new thing. Here's a good show.
That needs to be a contest.
Here's a band. Yes.
A contest. You need
contest,
the band cocktail contest.
All the bands that we interview,
Ron,
come on with your cocktails, and we'll make them and drink them.
But Nancy can't. Nancy, not Nancy. Big Blend Radio, Nancy. Craven, Nancy. Welcome, by the way. I love that a manager is on the show. This is rare, and it's also like a lady manager. I like that. Like she's kicking some, whipping some butts there.
She is.
I whip it.
You better believe that.
Do you think, Nancy, that it should be the fans that should submit their cocktail recipes for this, for the Craven Raven?
Yes, the Craven Raven drink contest.
I like
I
it.
think it's perfect. I think it's perfect.
The fans should pick it.
I love it because when we started our magazine over 20 years ago in San Diego, here, well, not here, but in San Diego, print magazine pre-Google time, we had this contest. We had the cocktail contest, the big blender contest, and readers sent in their cocktail recipes, and we had this event at a restaurant a friend of ours was managing.
The Rain Tree.
The Rain Tree in Carlsbad, California, on the beach. And the photos, people were passed out on the bar because we didn't limit ourselves. We tasted them all. And all I know is the taxi companies made back in the day when you didn't have Uber made a lot of money. But anyway, but I would love to see you guys make a Craven Raven because people could walk into a bar and say, I'm Craven, a Craven Raven.
I like it.
I like it too.
I love that.
I love it.
I think it needs to have kind of a licorice kind of anise thing going on.
Oh, then they could have a barman.
That's a good idea. Yeah, because of the black feathers of a raven. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's got to have some
Sambuca.
rum in it, right, Ron?
Oh, lots of rum.
Yeah.
What about absinthe?
Lots of rum.
Have some absinthe in it too.
Kraken rum. That's right.
See?
Kraken.
Oh my God, you guys are so much fun. I know you're from Florida because you're already fun.
doing the rub.
I know. When I listen to your music, I was listening to On the Line, and I'm just like suddenly went, I want to go back to Florida. And I know now we've got Bill Meredith. Everyone, I just want to introduce everybody on the show. Bill Meredith is drums and percussion. Bill, welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Hey. Yeah, and you got Dennis. By the way, foundation, right? Drummers is always the foundation. Okay, the next person I have to bring on when we talk about foundation is Dennis Ambrose. Dennis Ambrosia. No, Dennis Ambrose. He's on bass. But I know, but he's up in New York City. But you're on the East Coast. So now Dennis and Bill, that's the foundation of a band, right? You have to have
boy, is that a
drummer.
foundation? I'll tell you that much. That is the
Wow.
foundation.
Section going.
Bill is
They
an
sound
amazing drummer.
amazing together live.
Bill and I, we just lock in. It's like we're brothers. It's amazing. So you have two sets of brothers in the band.
So
Yeah,
Dennis,
it's
you're
an
in New
amazing
York
lock.
City.
Yeah.
Weather check. We want to know what's going on in New York City.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's been warming up. It's 47 degrees and clear. So it's been a pretty nice
So
day.
are you missing Florida right now?
I always miss Florida because that's where my band is. But no, the weather's been great down there. I've been there on and off during the winter months, and it's just been incredible. So yeah, I miss it.
Well, we've got a weather check from our friend Steve Schnacker at Hollywood History. He goes, listen, San Jose, California, 66, scattered showers. Like he needs some Florida sunshine and some Tucson sunshine, so we got to send it over there.
Sounds like
and we'll
it.
send him a
Sounds
cocktail
like
too, because he always deserves a good cocktail. But
we do
Well,
this
I
all
gotta
the
tell you,
time, and no matter what, we're always hotter.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're
you're southern Arizona.
Yeah, we're hot.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
And we got snakes and stuff, but we got all kinds of things. But now Nancy Desaram, now I'm going to mess it up, right? I'm going to mess up your last name, Nancy. Did I do it?
You did it right.
I did
That's
it.
it.
Okay. Nancy's the manager, and don't mess with Nancy, right?
No.
Is that it?
That's right.
How do you wrangle these dudes? Like you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. Like, do you carry a whip? I mean, how do you do it?
I do.
She's got the boots.
I carry a whip and I have black thigh-high boots, and it's like get in line or it's coming.
Oh,
Wait for the
got
video.
Do you have scissors?
They're afraid of me.
Nancy's got
They know.
fiery red hair too.
Awesome.
I do. I got fire red hair down to
Fire
my waist.
red hair, so
I scare them.
you know it's coming.
But do
You
you
know
have
it.
to look
They know
like
it's coming.
you have the eyelids go down halfway when you mean business, and then they get scared? Like you have to look.
No, I'm pretty blunt. I come right out and say,
In fact, the
what
eyes,
is this? What's
Eyes wide open.
the
eyes
eyes wide open.
and
She lays it on the line. She lays it on the line.
Screaming.
I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah. I lay it on the
finding
line. You're
moves.
correct.
That's where the
Yeah,
album name came from.
Okay, on the line. Okay,
Oh.
that's cool. That's cool. Because I like highway. I'm like, is this about like balancing on the line? When like you shouldn't be drinking and driving. But I'm just saying, there's times where sometimes you could be driving and like they're balancing on that line. I'm just saying, there's times. I've never personally done that. I have no idea about it. I do know about
It's been a
coming to
college
Florida
town.
out of Africa. and driving on the wrong side of the road after a cocktail and realizing that needs to stop right now.
We both did that.
That
On
was
the
really
lawn
bad.
in South Africa. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a different thing. But I want to bring Ron-desaram on, and he's a lead guitarist and some soaring, amazing leads that I just like.
Absolutely.
Every hero that I have, guitar hero, you have in there, and it's like amazing. I just go through like the 80s and 90s, and it's all packed in there, and some 70s gods in there.
Okay, I'm voting for
but
the
now,
60s in there too.
But welcome, Ron. And Nancy's has this red hair, but I saw photos on your website, and everybody, cravensongs.com, just got to give a plug out there. You had blue hair at one point.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you that story. I came home one day and I had blue and but he said, I want to rock it up a little bit. I said, all right. I came home with blue and purple. I said, okay, honey, which one, blue or purple? So we went with blue. Just
cool.
We had fun. We rocked that blue hair
awesome.
for 3 months.
So, Ron, tell us a little bit about the start of playing guitar. Was it always like a lead style, or did you start acoustic, or where did that come from? Because you soar your leads like amazingly. It's just they soar.
Thank you. I actually started on bass.
Oh, that's
I started
cool.
playing bass at first, and then switched to guitar later. And for the most part, I'm happy with playing either one, but I guess I like the guitar more.
I think there's something about bass. You know, bass taught. I learned bass,
That's your feet.
and bass taught me the blues on guitar. Like there's something about bass that gets you down. Maybe that's why you are able to take your leads and soar and not be over cluttered. You know what I mean? Because when you listen to your kind of music, there's a lot of guitarists that get to this point where you can't even hear, the melody's gone. But you managed to carry it through. So do you think the bass has a part with that?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes some of the melodies are based around the bass notes or harmonies of those notes anyway.
Okay, well, I've got to ask Dennis now. Is he stepping on your turf when he does that?
No, in fact, it's funny because sometimes I sort of follow what Ron's doing with his leads. I'll just sort of, it's like, I'll just say, oh man, that's really cool. I want to do that too, you know, and I'll sort of do that.
And you're all following Nancy's red hair, right?
Right. So it all comes in line, on the line.
Okay, so we got colors flying, we got all kinds of stuff going on. Now Bill Storch, because we've got Bill Meredith on drums. He's now see Bill, like, don't you feel like you have the other whip going on because you have to make sure everybody's like no one can get out of loop. Like, do you ever feel like you're like shooting your energy off, like you will stay within this rhythm and you will stay within this line of beat?
Yeah, I look at it as me being the jockey and the band being the horse.
Okay, giddy up.
I look at there's 4 legs to the horse. You know, and it's like, get it under. Come on.
Yeah, right. I love it.
Going to the finish line.
So I want to go to the brothers, John and Bill. Bill,
yes.
You guys, you play acoustic and electric guitar and vocals, and listening to the album, there's a lot of acoustic guitar. A lot of the intros are that, and it kind of draws you in. And some of the acoustic, I know you guys talk about being Americana, but I feel there's a side of it that you go between Southwestern almost, and then almost goes into, Americana, but almost sometimes, I don't know, I'm going to go into this fantasy land with it, and you draw us in with that. Is that something that you and John have done as kids? I mean, are you twins? Tell us a bit about this.
We're not twins, but we have been playing guitar with each other since about 13, 14 years old.
Wow.
So, so some of that's just like, definitely weaving something together,
And on acoustic guitars.
And on acoustic guitar, yeah.
Yeah, because there's this magic that you guys pull in. You guys set up a song so well. You draw us in, and then it's like, damn, now we're going to rock it, And then everything's flying, and then it's like, okay. We're taking you on this journey.
You can almost imagine the looks between each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you feel it.
Yeah.
Like,
that's exactly
he's
it.
looking sideways at the other dude.
Yeah. Now, Bill is the one, everybody, and even before we got on the call, I was like, okay, because we haven't come and seen you perform live yet. When we get to Florida, we'll make that happen.
I hope you do.
Oh, hell yeah. We are so like your music, that was it.
Feet.
We have such
you gotta
feet for
come.
Florida. Right now,
we'll
it's like
fun.
not even funny. You guys just pushed it over the edge. We've been
Oh,
doing so many interviews of all these. I mean, we just did an interview on Seminole County.
Yes.
St. Augustine. We just covered the Everglades from our trip there, and it's like, oh God, we miss it out there. We used to live out there in your hood, And so when you listen to this music, I felt like I was back in a bar in Florida, like. Getting
right.
Sorry, but I didn't.
Cool.
But I want everyone to know that Bill is the one with the cowboy hat, because that's what I was like. Okay, which of the brothers?
I am the one with the cowboy hat. Yes, I am.
Okay, so where does the cowboy hat come out? Like, where does that come from?
It's really simple. My wife's family owns one of the oldest Western stores in South Florida called J.C. Western.
Wow.
So she supplies the cowboy hats and the boots and the jeans. And the funky shirts. Yeah.
Cool.
So I've got like a little closet there,
He's like the model.
Yeah, but now it's interesting because I feel like Florida in its own way is like an outlaw state. Because it's like Louisiana,
I like
Mississippi,
Right.
They all have
Right.
They're so distinct, like you can't mess with them, And
Right.
Florida is this whole like other
it goes back
attitude.
to the shine and the revenuers and the you're gonna tax me, watch this.
Yeah, Florida's cool.
right.
So it's kind of like the opposite or similar to Alaska then, right?
Yeah, okay.
Because I think of
I'll
Alaska
take that, but
being
it's warmer.
total outlaw state. So
The frontier.
that makes sense because we're on two polar opposite differences, right?
That's right. We're badass.
There you go.
Badass
You go.
Florida.
I like it.
I'm with you on that.
Because we lived in Africa so long that we feel like outlaws because it's also watch this.
Well, when we got to Florida, when we left South Africa, we went to the Channel Islands for a while, but that's an island, and in between England and France, and it was la-di-da and cute.
Yes.
And then we realized we could not stay there because it's a tiny island and we're too loud, and we need to get the hell out.
5
and
miles
we came,
by 35
and
miles.
our family lives in Florida, and we moved to Port St. Lucie.
Right.
And I felt at home.
there.
We went to the beach within the first week, and I'm snorkeling with my uncle. He's like, "Look, there's a shark. Let's stay and go get closer." I'm like, "You crazy son of a, And and of course we did. I came from the land of white sharks, but this was different waters.
It was a sand shark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you guys have such a different vibe, and it's so cool and tropical, and you have forests. I mean, it's swampy, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool place. It's a cool place, but I'll tell you, in the 80s, it wasn't that cool. That's why we all split. Dennis
you guys
and Ron
went to
left.
Boston, right?
Yeah, some of us went to Boston, some of us went to New York. Dennis and his band that he was in called Crossfire Choir, they went to New York, and the rest of us went to Boston in a band called Ad Attack.
Yeah,
so we've known
I was looking
each other.
at your history of this, and I'm like,
you
guys, you did the rotations.
There's a lot of rotation
between the two bands. All of us have been in the other bands in various formations over the past
it's a family affair.
That's a family
but now
affair.
you guys are all
We're
together.
family.
It's like finally, okay, let's just settle down now. Like,
this is
right.
this
Let's
is
go
a
back
nice
not that you
fit.
settle down. You know what I mean?
I like
musically.
settle.
Settle down. Yeah, no. But it's like you guys have done so much together. And Boston and New York, I mean, this is a different vibe. I mean, I just feel like we're shipping off to Boston, and I lost my wooden leg.
I
but
know.
Anyway.
He didn't lose his wooden leg. He lost the leg, and then he got a wooden one.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, drop kick Murphys. Sorry, and they can kick with or without.
So let me ask you a question, since you're from South Africa. Have you been to? Have you been up on? Was it Table Rock? Is that the big
Table Mountain?
Table Mountain.
We're not from South Africa.
Okay.
We're not from South Africa, but we live near there.
I will tell you that here's a really embarrassing little story, but we like you guys.
Right.
We were driving on Table Mountain, and I was so
No,
lost.
you were.
Yes.
I was young.
Yes, you were
Leave
young.
me
You
out of
called
this.
me. So I'm driving on Table Mountain, and I'm trying to find Table Mountain. And I went to a gas station, asked, like, where's Table Mountain?
Right.
Only to find out that I was driving on Table Mountain. That's
right.
awesome.
Because
it's beautiful. It's
it has
beautiful.
a backside, right? It has
like
a
one big
backside,
mesa.
but the face of it's what everybody sees, right?
Exactly, but I was at the top, and they're like, get out of your car and look down. We're like, yeah, but I can't see the mountain from there.
No.
They're like, well, then go to the bottom and look up.
Yeah,
Look up, right?
Bloomstrasse, something like
great.
Bloomstrasse or something like that. You go up the
So funny.
But it's so beautiful
That's
up there,
a funny
and it was
story.
amazing. And Florida really does have that connection. And like I was telling, Nancy and I were talking about this before you guys came on the show, and we're like, Florida was like a party town, and it felt so much like South Africa. And we lived in South Africa in the mid '80s on, and then England before that. So now when you guys went through the punk scene in Florida, when we lived in England when the punk scene was happening.
Right.
And so
right.
I'm curious about that, because were you guys in punk bands? Because I listened to the lyrics and just some of the vibes. I'm like, you guys are outspoken, and you bring memories of music to me. Like just some of the, I don't know, just feels, your music feels very connected to me. Like it's like I feel like everybody's
about
in there.
it. Yeah, there's something punky about it. But what it was that there was just a handful of people, and I can speak for Dennis and Ron and my brother and myself. We were all disenfranchised with the classic rock thing, and like the last few years of high school and the first few years of college, it was like getting imported magazines from England, and trying to find record stores that would sell the Sex Pistols or the Clash or Susie and the Banshees, that type of public image. We were eating it up because there was no radio station, nothing that played it or promoted it, and we knew something was going on. Patti Smith, blah blah blah. It's like we've got to get this stuff. And South Florida was dead, and when we're in the early '80s, there's like maybe a club down in Miami, a club in Fort Lauderdale, maybe a club in West Palm Beach that would play new wave and punk music, and we were those 2 or 3 bands. We were all members of it, and that's how we met. And that's when we left because it was so dead down here. We had to go to a big city like Boston or New York to.
Wow.
It was a mass exodus of 2 bands.
So now that you're back in Florida, I mean, because to me, when we came in there, it was 97, 94, 95 that we were in Florida. I thought, like, this is fun. I felt like I left one country and I only felt culture shock like once we came out to the West. And I was like, well, this is different. But Florida felt kind of normal to me. Like it felt like where I just left in a weird way. Like it just was like people were freer and anything could go. Yeah, but music was very alive to me. Like you could go in any bar or nightclub and music was part of it. So it felt very normal to me. Is that what it's like now?
Yeah.
It's like that now.
Now
South
Florida,
started.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
Now South Florida is one of the top music scenes in the country. We have top musicians from New York that we hang out with often that stay here for the whole winter, usually 8 months, and go back up to New York for a few months, and the music scene is happening here.
Oh, so it's an up and down thing, now. So Bill's fine there. It's Dennis. You're the one who pops up and down, up and down the coast. I was gonna. What's that like? I mean, seriously, going up and down, like.
Well, it's fun because it's like I do my thing here, and then every couple times a month, I just I get to the airport and get on the plane, and then it's just like I can breathe. I get down there, and the weather's great, and I just love playing with these guys. They're just amazing.
We're all so happy.
We all just get so happy. But we have so much fun.
All right, Dennis is here.
Yeah, it's that crazy cocktail that makes you all happy. Yeah,
it's the craven cocktail.
How do you? Okay, so let's talk about the songwriting process, because the album to me, it just flows. It's cool, and I got excited as soon as I hit play, and I'm like, oh hell yes, we got to do something. I didn't even listen to the album. I'm like, we got to do this.
That's great.
And then when you sit, because we we listen all the way through, and it's like one of those journeys. And I always love it when someone has an album, and I'm finding more and more bands with these really good albums. And I know we're in the world of singles and EPs.
No.
I really love it when you have a good album that can take you on this journey that you will get a speeding ticket for, because it's worth it.
Very cool.
You know, oh God, I'm going to get it now. I'm so
Actually, one of our fans just told me they got pulled over by the police listening to it was On the Line, and she explained that, you know, but it's they're my band, and the cop said, okay, this is just a couple of weeks ago, so it's funny you mentioned that.
Well, it's a thing, because driving and being part of it, there's this freedom with driving, right? Unless you get in a traffic jam, and then at that point, you need to educate the rest of the people in the traffic jam
if they just
about music that you're listening to. That's all I'm saying.
All I would like to say is, LA, could you go to the beat?
Yeah.
If you went to the beat, you wouldn't have traffic jams.
No. So Florida, everybody's a little bit more chilled out. But if you're in that predicament of being stopped in traffic, go, hey, dude, listen to this. Like, open it up. Everybody start sharing music instead of, like, having the blast off. Like, actually encourage everybody to listen to your music and talk to everybody about it. And when it's a local band, and I love, number one, most local bands, how many do we know in bar bands turn out to be, here we're playing Hotel California just like you're hearing on the radio station over and over. So I want to talk about this because I've watched this, being able to do originals and doing what you're doing.
Oh, I love it. I love originals.
That's refreshing as well.
We're as a band, we're very lucky in that sense that we can go out and we can do, 50-60% originals, and the people listening get into it. They like it. They don't seem to like shun us, You don't
have to play Mustang
we're
Sally.
Very lucky. Yeah.
No.
Well,
thank God.
No. I mean,
that was our
the cover tunes
song,
we do are really choicey cover tunes.
How when it comes to writing this album, I know Bill and John, that's you guys writing together, but the lyrics are really badass. I was listening to them. I'm like, you guys really put a lot into it, and yet you're able to be poetic but not lose us. You get right to it.
Cool.
Is this something the two of you did as kids? And I mean, because the lyrics are really really good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. We've been writing together since we were teenagers. Yeah, writing team. So the lyrics we write together, the music we write together. Although lately Bill's been doing more of that aspect of it because I've been very busy at work. But it's 50-50. Although lately musically it's been like 80-20, but lyrically it's 50-50.
Well, no. What it is that I'll come up with ideas for a song, and then John and I will put it together and then lyrically put it together. That makes sense,
Yeah.
Do you ever?
What's that?
Do either of you ever go? We should say it this way because it's more marketable.
No, we
awesome.
not marketable. No, we do it because
you've got punk crew
it makes more
hell
sense.
No to that.
No, well, I just I'm just checking in.
Hell no to that.
Yeah, no, we want to make some kind of sense, or even if it gets a little cryptic, we don't care, just as long as it makes sense to us and that a certain feeling is conveyed. You
guys have a signature sound. Like I was like listening to this, I'm like, okay, this is unique. Yet I have that vibe of different eras put together, which I think everybody enjoys. There's that.
I mean,
there's a nostalgic feel, but there's this. It's like a fresh sound, and my first take was thank God someone's doing this. I've missed some rock and roll.
That's a big compliment.
And I mean it's really true. I am so tired of. We have some really number one, we have some amazing musicians that come on our show, and we're so every time I'm like, yay. I get so excited. It's one of the best, other than national parks, music, good books. That's the most exciting thing to us. And when you hear a really good album that is, let's have rock and roll back. because we need it now.
And
I feel real rock and roll. And you guys have
not
this.
Copied
it's
rock
like
and roll.
you have an amalgamation of all of it. Blood Flows is a song, and I was like, you got some Bo Diddley in there, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then you're like, no, but we're going to take you on a different adventure from here. It was like, here, little taste, take it away. In a way.
I like because you get that at a cocktail party, you get a little tidbit of a little hors d'oeuvre. It's not the whole meal.
Yeah.
It's enough to make you go, ooh, I want a little bit more.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
I think this is what we need to hear because the country is going through things, and it doesn't matter where everybody's on his side, but we're in this cycle, and your music is there, and it's part of these cycles we've been in the past, but it's fresh now in what we're going through now because it's a fresh voice. Does that make sense to you guys?
That's so cool to hear that.
Thank you.
That's
so
cool.
A huge
Thank
compliment.
you. That's
Thank
very
you
cool.
so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, really.
Thank you.
I just and at the same time, I would like to be in Destin. I know that's up in the Panhandle, and I'd like to have you guys out on the bar out there, place so we could go back out.
Let's go out on the
But
pontoon.
a little bar at the end of the thing. That was
Let's go on the
awesome.
pontoon.
I don't know if they're still there. But
Yeah, they might not be because there's been like hurricanes.
do you guys ever go to the Panhandle? Do you tour? Yeah, it's a good question. Where do you always play? Because I saw on your website, everyone, cravensongs.com, that you guys play up in Stewart. Like I used to hang out there, and I used to live in Melbourne, Florida, and you guys kind of do that whole coastal thing. But do you ever tour out of the area, or are you busy where you are?
Not yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
So Nancy to Nancy.
I think we need to play out in Arizona.
I think you guys should come out here. We are
we would.
Sunken Ocean.
So, yes, we used to be a seabed. We know this, even though scientists say no, but we're like convinced, Nancy to Nancy, just how easy is it to manage this wagon train?
Oh, it has its challenges, and keeping everyone's schedule straight is a bit challenging. But I've got a big calendar. Everyone sends me their information, and I make it happen based on availability. And that's
do you
really
have like a whip?
Yeah, like whip.
Oh yeah, they know.
Okay.
Yeah, they know. I give them a look or a whip, and you can crack the whip. And but
do you have like do you have the finger signal that you send on your phone to them? If not, no, she's nice. See, she's nice. She's not like that.
Oh, nice. No, there's really
Great. She's great.
They're all like a bunch of big kids. So it's managing all these kids, and it's so much fun that when you're at a rehearsal, I'm outside listening. I'm on the floor laughing and rolling. They go off on these tangents that's just insane. Their humor and their creativity is insanity. And that's what I'd love to record, like for the documentary, behind the scenes, because it's crazy. It's fun. They all know exactly how to, each other and how to play off each other. And one is started, and then it's an hour of going off. Where we this song was written in Monaco in the '60s, hanging out with Mick Jagger, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then John, I have to where the origination of the name Craven comes from. He makes it up something different every time. So someone asked me, what's the origination of the name Craven? I have to go back and look at the last thing he said. Let me see what he said this time. So, but it's
a Craven. It's a Craven in a salad. So you could have a cocktail, the Craven Raven, and then the Craven salad. You put craisins in there.
It's good.
You know the cranberry raisin thing? Put it in there, and the ravens will come in.
We're fun.
It's like half cranberry, half raisin.
A week ago, we saw a raven out hiking, and this raven was getting pummeled by two hawks because everybody's trying to get each other's eggs. That sounds
Yeah, we get pummeled by hawks all the time. It's really
always trying to get Dennis's eggs.
Right.
Yeah, really.
No, all of them have groupies. All of them have groupies.
The groupies think Nancy. Okay,
they
let's talk
still
about
have
groupies. Okay,
They
Nancy,
still have
yeah, right.
No.
Yeah, right.
They have the
No,
music.
we don't.
They have the music for squat dance.
Yeah.
Something we learned
There
in
you
our
go.
band that,
Yes,
that
they
you
do.
know what I'm talking about. At a certain point of the night, a woman squats.
And then
Yep.
they can't
Oh,
get
yeah.
up.
Oh
we
my
got
God,
the
you
squat
know the squat
dancers
dance.
every show. Every show we
Well,
got
the
the
drummer
squat
and the
dancers.
bass player always know the squat dancers because they're way behind. I don't mean in rhythm or anything, but they're behind.
They're sitting
the
back
other,
watching.
and they can see.
And they're
Well, they're watching.
Yeah.
They're watching the behind. Yeah, they are.
Exactly.
The
Very
squat
bottom.
dance.
Not commenting on that.
Okay, no commenting on the squatting or the bottom.
But you can tell because some people can,
the girls.
women
Yep.
can do the squat dance and they're going down and you're like, you're never getting up and you place beds. And then other ones can get right back up and it's a pop-up squat.
Oh, God.
So pop-up squat. And then they'll look around to see who's looking.
See? Well, it can get interesting. And I understand how it happens. Okay, so Road to Reason is your next single coming out off of your album. Everybody on the line, go get it. cravensongs.com. John, where is the best place for people to purchase this? I love that you have do you have a CD that people get at the gig?
Yes, we do have a physical CD. You can get it on Bandcamp, on CD Baby, on cravens.com, and then all the streaming stuff. You can download it. Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Deezer,
CD Baby.
CD Baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
all different. It's out there in all different shapes and formats. You know.
Right on. So Road to Reason, can we squat on the road? No, I'm kidding. On the line.
It's legal in Arizona.
Yeah, you can do anything here.
Everything's legal here.
Listen, when you're south of Phoenix, anything can happen.
Yeah.
There's a different vibe. I'm not trashing Phoenix. I'm just saying Tucson, we're a little bit more like things can happen. You know.
You have
but
a college there.
That's right. College towns rock. Things happen. And
we like it.
Anyway, Road to Reason. Who's going to tell us about the song? Bill, John,
let me
you guys
see here.
write this.
I'll briefly say that we're putting a video out in the next day or two with it, and I'll send you a copy of it. Let me see here. Bill, are you there? It's about what it's really about is it's kind of like self-exploration in a way.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of self-doubt, falling on some hard times in the song. The character, it's not autobiographical or not, and there's a few little social, political commentaries in there that you can kind of weed out if you listen to the lyrics a few times, if you choose to. Yeah. So it's not autobiographical at all, but it's
It kind of has a vibe of like it could also be a breakup, but like before the breakup that it's coming, or during it, post it, like it has that, and that could be with what's going on politically as well, because it look, we have a relationship with our country, right? We have a relationship with who we live around and where we live, and so that's what's so interesting about music. People can take it any way they want. And
there's a lot of bad luck in the song. There's bad luck.
Oh, thanks. You should have been on our Friday 13th show.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some bad luck in the song. Yeah, and then
you gotta have a little
some
bit
symbolism
of
about catching the snake that bit him in a dream. It's kind of like symbolic.
We just had a rattlesnake encounter, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw. We just did. We just did a trip Friday. We did 4 parks in one day, like crazy women. But every park we go to, don't tell anybody, but we drink champagne in them. We hike and then sip. And we went to our favorite Ramada. We have these stone buildings, and we went in, and it's our favorite place. And it was really, really hot, and we shouldn't have been doing it. But we're like, we can't just go home. We've been out in the wilderness, and you don't want to be boxed in. You want to be out. Let's go there and film, and we did. And we actually was really good filming. And then I looked down at my feet, and this big rattlesnake came right by. I mean, they just glide right by.
Oh.
And I'm like, Nancy, rattlesnake. And she looks, and she's sitting in the Ramada, which is all this stoned-in picnic thing.
He came in.
And at that time, I was in, and we ended up having to go out of the little window. It's not glassed in, but we had to jump out the window, get down. And this is the second time we've had a snake experience. I had to get out of there. Got down to the bottom, got in the car because we know double trouble's coming. And But we both got the giggles because we thought it was funny. Get in the car, and we have a dead battery. Finally, the hot cop comes in to save us. Seriously, the park cop, like hot as hell, comes in, jump starts, the car just starts. I mean, just the car looked at him and went, "Okay, we're turning on," and it happened. We get out, we go to get a battery because like the car it lasted, As we drive out, there's another big fat rattler. We knew there was a second one, and
there's
swear to God.
always two. I know this about snakes. There's always two.
So, the snake thing is happening here, and I know about Florida snakes. You guys have some snakes too, and snakes are good. It's about transformation.
Pythons.
Good.
It is. Yes.
I mean,
it is about transformation. It is.
Transformation.
Yep.
Snake medicine.
Well,
okay.
They transformed us from the Ramada to the car.
Yes, from that. We're going to play Road to Reason, everybody. Take a listen, and listen, if you're on the road, don't kill the snake. Just embrace it.
I just want to say to Arizonans and Texans, stop driving over the snake.
Don't kill the snake.
Bad juju, don't do it.
Yeah, it's your transformation.
You can go around. You have the ability. That's why I have a steering wheel. So could you please stop?
The ravens will take the snake out for you.
No, but
I agree.
You know what we see.
Yeah.
It's just really...
All right. Here it is. Road to Reason, everybody. Enjoy it. Again, on the line is the album. Go to cravensongs.com. And if you're in Florida, you got to go check these guys out live. And we've got to go. So, we're just going to have to go now. So take a listen.
Got my sights on heaven, chasing down my sins. Bye-bye, lucky feather, track back in the wind. Keep it on the go now, and keep it on the go.
You're listening to Big Blend Radio's Happy Hour, and you just heard Road to Reason off of the album On the Line, and it is, go get it, it's from the Cravens out of West Palm Beach, Florida, and you can go to their website, cravensongs.com. So Craven the Ravens, go make that cocktail, everybody. Road to Reason, again, you hear the guitars, you hear like just that whole vibe, the amazing lyrics. Just such a good song, and
I'm riled up.
I know, I get all riled up. I know, like I could throw my glass around, but I won't. No, there's a cocktail in there.
There's like a great
you need to come party with us. You need to come party with us. You'll have fun.
As soon as I heard the view, I'm like, dude, I want to go there now.
You're like,
that's it. Do you realize you play a role in tourism? You make people want to go to Florida. Like, I'm serious.
I hope so.
It's a public service.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing stuff. I want to talk a little bit about happy hour because we have reached that time that is so important. It
makes life worth living.
I know. It's time to play.
All right.
So this is when we get to find out who you want to spend happy hour with, alive or passed on, fictional. It doesn't matter. Bring them on. Who are you going to spend happy hour? Where are you going to spend happy hour? What are you going to drink and what are you going to talk about? Because we like the gossip. But we're going to start with Dennis because why not, Dennis? You're in New York City. We got to work our way from the top down. That sounds terrible.
There you go.
Hey, Dennis. But before we get there, where did the bass come into your life? Was that your first instrument?
No, I started on guitar, and then
that's crazy.
There were so many guitar players around. It's like, and I was interested in bass. I said, well, I have a better chance of getting in the band if I play bass. So that's what I did, and I came to love it. I really love playing bass.
Do you write music?
An amazing bass player.
I do not write music. I write my own parts, and it's really inspiring when you have songwriters like John and Bill.
Yeah. I mean,
it's so much fun.
I mean, everybody in our band, we're so lucky. They bring their guns to the rodeo. You know what I mean? I mean, everybody comes with their own ideas, and it just works so amazingly.
Everyone's
a writer in this band. Everyone's a writer.
Very tight.
Their own parts and everything. And it's a great mix. Just really, really amazing.
That's cool.
So, Dennis, do you fly
parts.
down and work when you do the recording? Do you work through Skype and things like that because we have all this technology now, or do you just leave it to when you're there in person?
It's all very organically happens when I'm there. Yeah, definitely. We don't. Nothing's really done long distance. I just come down there and just do it. Yeah.
Maybe that's why there's that spark in there, because a lot of musicians are doing their tracks and sending them email that over there and morph it into that. And I don't know, man. I think that's why there's a spark.
Yeah.
Well, we do all the rhythm tracks pretty much live. Like together, we play together. We don't do a lot of layering like the rhythm tracks. We all sort of so we can play off each other in the studio and make it sound more like a live band.
Yeah,
because you do sound like that. Because I felt like I'm like sitting in the
exactly.
That's it. I felt like I was in a bar, and I was like, okay, this is crazy cool. Like I want to go on a road trip and just come see you guys.
The difference is a barbecue or a drive-through.
Okay, listen, they have drive-through daiquiri places in Florida.
No,
remember that?
Remember
that?
Awesome.
Drive-through liquor stores. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey,
Hell
you remember?
yeah.
Well, yeah. Yes, drive-through funeral homes too down here at one point. If you remember that in the 80s.
Drive-through funeral homes? Are you kidding me?
Yes, drive-through funeral homes. Yes.
That's like Aaron Carollo.
No, Aaron Carollo.
Is that gross or
roll
what?
up the dead body in a
carpet and drop it off.
Yeah,
and then call Goodwill.
It's carpet logging.
It's later.
My God, that's hysterical. That's hysterical. Okay, so Dennis, you're up. Who are you taking to happy hour, and are they rolled up in a carpet?
Well, he is dead, so it's okay to have dead people, right?
Yeah, you can have dead people.
Okay, I would say the author H.P. Lovecraft, who wrote this incredibly dark and freaky horror stuff like in the 1920s.
Yeah.
And I would just sort of love to see where he was coming from, you know. And I would take
like a
him
bass player to
to
pick that.
yeah, you know. And I would take him there's a place called the Red Rooster up here in Harlem, and it's just a really cool little place, and just hang out for a while and see what was in his brain.
What are you drinking?
Zombies.
Ooh.
Did you hear about the zombie raccoons in North Carolina?
Oh,
No.
There were zombie raccoons in North Carolina. It's a Facebook thing. I don't know.
That's
I saw that. It's crazy. I saw that.
No,
okay.
seriously, that's
so you saw that.
politicians.
Okay, so what's up with that? Like, do you think it's
No.
political?
Oh, come on.
It's weird. It's
There
weird.
was some kind of weird rabies that they had. I think I read.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We're getting rabies out here. That sounds terrible. Out here in the desert, somebody got bitten by a javelina, one of our little pigs, and a fox, and a fox, and
which you could go for years in the desert and never see one, but suddenly one comes out and nips your ankle,
and now you're frothing at the mouth.
And now you need a lot of water.
Now you're on The Walking
Dead.
Dead.
You need a Raven drink.
See, exactly, Nancy. You guys have to have your cocktail. Okay, so Bill on drums, everyone. Bill Meredith on drums and percussion. So, Bill, what started your drumming journey?
I annoyed teachers throughout school by beating on desks until my parents decided to buy my younger brother a drum kit when he was about 7 and I was about 11. And he got bored with it, and I played it until I smashed it into bits. And then I kind of didn't get started until I was about 17. And Ron and I actually jammed a couple of years after that. And then we didn't play together again for about 30 years until the cravens.
Wow. They went to high school together.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
we even
did
both
this thing.
graduated, which is amazing.
Parents did this thing where, like in my family, I'm guessing we're around about the same age, sort of. But
okay.
Leave me out of it.
No. I wanted to play the piano, and my sister wanted to play the violin. So I got the violin, and she got the piano. You know, and that it was kind of a thing that parents did. You don't want it, but you get it.
Right. Yeah. They don't let you choose your instrument; they choose it for you. Often.
And you will play scales.
And what's up
even
with
if
that?
you're on the drums, you'll play scales.
Can you play
Good luck with
scales
that.
on the drum?
Yeah, you can.
You can always try.
Yeah, it's interesting. Who did you listen to as a drummer, like as like a teenager, that you like? This is like the dude, or a woman. There's some amazing women drummers now, like just amazing.
Karen Carpenter was an amazing drummer.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
Hell yes. Oh God.
My rock guy was John Bonham from Led Zeppelin, and my jazz guy was Buddy Rich.
Yeah. Oh, we interviewed his daughter. And
Kathy.
Yeah, she was on our show a few months ago.
Yeah.
And it's insane. The drummer she has is crazy too. And they've released all these new albums of his, and it's not out new, but like hidden things that they thought that were burned in a fire, and these albums are out, and it's so exciting. But what's interesting with watching you play, you are like her. I wasn't kidding around about you doing this circle of bringing everybody in. You seem to have this you have this way of playing out and then bringing in, and playing out and bringing in. I don't know if that makes sense to people what I'm saying, but I that's like you're able to bring it out and bring it in, and it's like this way of connecting with the band of you reel them in. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. It's exactly what he does.
It's befitting of my split personality.
It is.
Okay, so now I want to know who are you having a cocktail with then? If it's a split personality.
Oh, it would have to be the late John Bonham, because he was the guy whose drumming I heard, and I instantly said I want to find a way to do that.
Cool.
He died from alcohol poisoning drinking vodka, so we'd avoid the vodka, and I would hold the car keys because we'd be having a couple pints of beer in one of the cool kit cars that he was driving in the film The Song Remains the Same.
Right on.
Cool.
Right on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's badass. I like that.
Yeah, that's fun.
So let's go to Nancy because she's the other, wrangler here.
That's right.
Whip.
Nancy, the manager. Nancy, who are you having happy hour with?
Okay, mine's going to be a little different. I'm having happy hour with Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
And we're in his castle in England, but we're having tea with lemon.
Ooh.
Because I saw this documentary where I am a big animal activist, so I agree with you with the snakes. Big animal activist here. So I saw this documentary he had many cats, and we're cat lovers. So that's what I'm having. I'm not having a cocktail. I'm having tea because when you get to Ron drinks enough for all of us. So one of us has to be sober.
No.
Ron, we're hanging with you, but I'm with you about the tea and the tea. Number one, tea is I love tea and get it Rainforest Alliance certified. Thank you very much.
See, everyone can get drunk because I'm always driving. So I'm like, get it drunk. Yeah.
Now, do you ever get to have your wiggy time? We call it wiggy time. Cocktail time is wiggy because when you take your first sip, it goes down. Now, you guys are going to like this because it has to do with birds. It shakes your tail feathers. You get that little wiggy time. So you wiggy. You have a wiggy butt. And we have a wiggy butt club of people we have wiggy with. So anyway,
those are the ones who can't get
up.
Well,
they need to vote on our drink.
Yeah. Yes, the Wiggy Butt Club. Exactly. So now, what about, do you ever have a wiggy time after you drop everybody off?
I do not. I do not drink.
Okay.
That's
good for you.
It's
good for you.
Yeah. I never did.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, though.
No, but I have fun. I'm the one dancing on the tables.
Can I just say that alcohol really doesn't have anything to do with fun?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
No,
Shut up.
Everyone. The biggest joke is I'm crazier on a glass of water than most people drunk. So.
You know what? I'm with you on all of that. I'm 100% with you on all of that, and it's like it is what it is. It's just it is what it is. It's cool. So now, Ron, I want to know what kind of cocktail you're having. I feel like Long Island iced teas or something are coming out.
You'll have fun with Ron. Yeah, he's the drinker.
All right.
You guys are balancing each other out. Blue and purple hair, cocktails, no cocktails.
That's right, yin and yang.
Awesome. Room for everybody.
I would definitely be having hard liquor.
Okay.
With whom, though, Ron?
Straight up. Oh my gosh, you're making me.
He'd be drunk before he got there.
We got that. We understand that part.
Who's coming on board? Who are you taking to happy hour?
Man, he's gone now, but I guess it would have to be Mick Ronson.
Yes.
Yeah.
From the Spiders from Mars, Bowie's band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just very influenced by that kind of guitar playing. So I just would think it would be really cool to hang out with him.
He is amazing. Nancy and I have been watching some of his moves, and it's like he gives that space. That's what you do when you play. You give that. That's what I was talking about. That soaring side, like you give space.
The song has to breathe.
It, you have to be able to feel. And, and that's what I love about this album. It's not cluttered. And a lot of time in rock, where you guys, you have your own genre. It can get people that do this kind of you do have your own genre because people clutter it. I even look at like Guns N' Roses, right? They clutter sometimes. I'm not trashing them, but there's a you need to step away for people to be able to feel it, and you have that in your playing. Do you feel that with Ronson too?
I'm sorry.
Do you feel that when you're talking about Ronson, do you feel he does that too?
Yeah. And the thing is it's a lot of times the playing is more. Well, most of the time, playing is more emotional than technical, and also you're kind of dictated by what the song calls for. So you want to fill it up with excess stuff. So you try to just get the right emotion for the song, or the right texture, And I thought he did
don't put
that
the fillers in. Like our food, we don't need fillers in our spices.
Exactly.
We don't need sawdust. Damn it.
Yeah.
I always feel like it's nature. It's like animals. Yeah, less is more. Animals do what they need to do. They don't do any more than they need to do. They just do what they need to do.
They do. Right.
Yeah, they send it out there. They say it this way. We were watching a quail this afternoon calling for her babies, and we're like, they're around the block. It's unfortunate that we're talking streets here. And the male is running, and the female's saying, well, what took you so long? We're listening to the calls, but they only did what they needed to do. They don't, add a whole bunch more. They have a purpose, and they stick to it.
And it was music. And it was cool.
Oh, very cool.
You could tell the male from the female, and I was like, I think that's a female. And then it turned out I was like, right. I was like, yeah. But okay, so we know who you're having a cocktail with. Hard liquor's involved. Do you care which hard liquor and where is it? I mean, now I feel like we have to be on a space.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess it would be anything with rum would be good, and
or just a bottle.
Preferably a bar with a pool table.
Oh, cool. Yes. Okay, so when it comes to rum, are you doing the coconut stuff or are you doing dark rum?
Dark rum.
Okay, you're Nancy. The other Nancy, Nancy. Yes. Here we are. Yes. Okay, she's like dark rum.
I have to give him the recipe.
The dark rum. Yeah. Okay.
And he's mainlining it, and don't forget he's mainlining it. He doesn't drink it.
Okay, here's the best rum recipe ever. Get a pineapple, cut the top off, take out the fruit stuff, leave the juice in it. Pour a bunch of rum in there, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, put the little cap of the pineapple back on, leave it in the sun for 2 to 4 hours, and then stick a straw in it and drink it and see if you can
stand up.
Hey, I'm doing it.
Do it.
I'll let you know.
That's what they
I'll give it to him and let you know.
That's what they used to do. Okay, so I want to go to Bill Storch. Okay, so we're going to the brothers, the Storch brothers time. Who write the music? Okay, so Bill. Okay, got a cowboy hat. I feel like, come on, you got to have some tequila in there. I know, but it's your own choice. But I just feel like I need to give you some tequila for some reason. I'm going to start off
and tell you that I'm going to relapse for this meeting, okay? Because I don't drink either. But I'm going to relapse for this one. But I'm going into a relapse.
You can have anything.
I'm relapsing for this one. It's going to be hanging out with John Lennon in Apple Studio.
Ooh.
With a gin and tonic. And it's going to be while they're recording Let It Be.
Ooh.
And my question to him is, does she really have to be here?
Oh, don't even start me. I have a joke that I can't.
Does she really have to be here?
Don't start me.
I'm going to send you to Congress. Can you please ask the same question?
No. But I'm going to send you an email with a joke on that because no. Oh. I really wish I could say it on air. I can't stand it. But I'll behave.
What's the point?
No, it's bad. It's not nice. It's not nice, but it is, and it's funny. Okay. All I want to know, did you see a certain someone in a sleeping bag at a Frank Zappa concert with John Lennon? Did you watch that?
No, don't.
But anyway, I won't go there. Sorry.
Okay.
That's a whole other thing. Don't start me. Okay. John, where are you going before I go off the rails?
I'm going
I'm going to go off the line.
This is simple and complex. Only because sober myself now also, only because
Okay, John,
Bill
we can't hear you
Storch-
very well. John, you need to move to a different location.
Okay, move to a different place. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this better?
Yeah.
A little bit, yes.
Is this better?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. I stopped drinking myself also with my brother.
Good.
We both stopped at the same time, only because Ron and Bill and I had decades of major drinking fun. Decades of fun. So I'm going. I mean, we were off the chain in the '80s.
And we're not
and the
talking
90s.
just about drinking either, people.
We're not talking
Drinking
about
plus.
We're not talking about liquid.
We were excessive.
Drinking plus.
You
were
had
in
before
that.
the happy times.
We were
Yeah,
in
we
that.
had happy.
Rock and roll
decades.
lifestyle to
Yeah. We had happy decades together. And so I'm going to go simple. But it's going to be a glass of water with Jesus Christ at Zion National Park, the most beautiful place I've ever been. And we'll discuss what's going on. You know, what's the truth behind the Jesus thing, you know? Find out. So
Can you
glass of
ask
water,
him if he
Zion,
did make
Jesus.
water into wine? Like when you do
We'll
that?
see what happens. If
sorry.
that's, then I'll be drinking again if that's the case. But,
There's plenty of water
I'll
in
be
that
drinking-
alcohol. Go
I'll be
ahead
doing
and
more
drink
than
it. It's
drinking. I'll be-
fine. There's a
I'll drink
load
it then.
of water in it.
But yeah, no.
No,
But, yeah.
but I think it's interesting, Zion, that you like Zion. That's like symbolic also to Stephen in the
Yes,
name.
it is.
Yeah,
You know.
it is. And it's absolutely breathtaking. Just
But
mind-boggling.
When you walk out into nature, doesn't it just kind of clean everything away, like big cities and all the drama and
absolutely.
the politics of I don't know what we're doing as people. Yeah, I look at animals and I have to say I think they got it down. We don't.
Yep.
You know, we're supposed to be the ones with brains, and I'm looking at them and they're happy and the birds sing every morning, and and then I look at us and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, I agree with you. I hear you.
Yep.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah, we went to Zion once when I was young, like maybe 7 or 8 years old, and I don't have a clear recollection of it. But my brother and I went out there with some friends fairly recently, like maybe 15, 12 years ago.
Some friends
and when we went through the passage and then it opened up into the vista, everyone in the car was literally screaming.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You felt like you were transported back into, another time,
Well,
Very
but
positive.
there's so much ancient history there too. When you look I always look at geology, right? And I always feel, I just feel like I believe the rocks have a life. I believe they have a heartbeat. Truly.
I do. I believe the rocks are alive.
Well, you know what I
do.
always say is that my soul is on a mesa somewhere in Utah. I mean, that's where it is. I am so connected with the Southwest. It's amazing. I love it out there.
Oh, you guys have to come out to Tucson and come party with us.
I love it.
I love the Southwest.
I was in Arizona. I was in Flagstaff.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
This is the music scene in Tucson is
it's really
becoming a different.
Cool.
It's like it's starting to grow, and we have so many independent musicians out here, and places that it's pretty amazing. We haven't done a lot of going out. We do so much work, and then we go out and hike and stuff, and then we travel, and we're starting to change that personally because we were on the road for 3 years, and then we had to come back home and stop and. We needed the internet to plug up and catch up on things we were doing in places that didn't have internet while we were hanging out in swamps or hanging up on the top of a mountain. Sometimes you get internet there, but like with what we do. But coming home to Tucson these last couple of years, it's been a year and a half now, almost 2 years,
something like
has
that.
been really amazing to see the scene change up. It's not just being a college town. It's also a very open community, very diverse community.
Excellent.
We have ranchers hanging out with hippies, and I think that is, it's old and young are able to connect. Everybody's connecting here, and I don't know about the rest of Florida. But we have that, and I mean, Florida, of Arizona. Florida, you guys, I always felt Florida has that on the ages and everything, where all ages kind of get along.
Yeah, but then we were working in music then.
Yeah, we played in Fletcher music stores. Do you guys remember those? Are they there? The Fletcher music stores? Fletcher music stores.
No.
In malls, they
have
organ stores, and retired people will get into a musical program through there. But anyway, that's a whole other thing.
We have Bob's pianos and organs, right? Is that what it is? I'm military.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. We're kind of it's going to be an offshoot. It's going to be an offshoot.
There.
It's a whole thing, but okay, you guys. You said you were game to play Spontaneous. Spontaneous Rob.
Cool.
Has sponsored the show, and he's
start
cool.
with Dennis. Start with Dennis and go down to Bill and the same way.
Where do we yell it out?
Oh God!
I gotta hear it. I gotta
listen,
say this
I'm
word.
blonde. Don't mess with my mind, okay? I have to stick to protocol. Okay, I haven't pulled a blonde joke for a long time, but right now I have to say I'm blonde. Don't mess with me. But Spontaneous is cool. The game is that we give you a word, and in the 10 seconds, we're gonna have a little clock. You have to come up with a song lyric of at least 5. Is it 5? Yeah, 5 words in a song lyric. So if I say mountain, you can go, ain't no mountain high enough, right? So that's the thing. You come up with the lyric.
And we scream it out.
Okay, yeah. And so that's just a fun game, and it is fun.
But John, it's first is we just do one by one person, right?
I'm gonna go one by one from you. Yes.
Okay, one by one. Okay.
Yeah, normally I make you do shots, but we won't do that. We'll behave. I'll take
Ron and do the shots for you.
Okay, Ron, get your rum out. Hey, listen, is it Captain Morgan, Ron? I just want to make sure.
Kraken.
Kraken.
Yeah. Oh, I got to experiment now.
Yeah, it's from London.
I don't
like
the
it.
coconut stuff.
So
no, it's not.
Check that out.
Kraken.
Huh. Okay, we'll find that out. We'll check
Kraken
that out.
Oh, good.
Crack it.
That's what
Crack it in your crack. Okay, anyway. All right.
The sound the whip makes.
Okay,
that's right.
You know what? I'm starting with Nancy because you know what, Nancy.
Okay, but I'm not good. I'm not the musician, so I'm not good. But I'll try.
That's okay. You know music.
No, you're going to be good. You're going to be just good. Okay, so your word is music.
Hey, music man. I don't know. John, help me.
Let the music play.
Let the music play.
Oh.
I had to get help.
Oh, I'm in a different song. Sorry, but hey, you got somewhere. You got 3. Let the music play.
I think thank you for the
music. She won.
Okay.
And if you don't get it, you get butt panned. But you didn't get butt panned. You did get Let the music play. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well done.
Bill, it's your turn.
Which Bill?
Oh, there's a couple.
Drummer Bill.
We have
Meredith.
a $2 bill here.
No joke.
Don't start me. Okay, Bill, are you ready?
I am ready.
Meredith, the drummer.
Okay.
Bill Meredith, the drummer boy. Okay, he's like he's gonna hit me now. I'm glad we're in a different state. Bill, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, your word is skin.
Skin Tight by the Ohio Players. You're bad misses with those skin tight britches.
Excellent.
That's right.
Running folks into the ditches.
He did do
made
it.
about bust my stitches. Oh yeah, skin tight.
See?
Excellent.
Well, I just thought about drum skins, kind of just
Skin tight.
That it was not the skin I thought of.
I'm just making this up as I go. That's how the game works.
I know, but dude,
I didn't
that
get
was mean.
Listen, I haven't been able to butt pan anybody yet. I want to butt pan somebody. So
do something a little more,
harder.
universal.
I got to do harder so that I can butt pan somebody. Okay.
You
Dennis.
can see she's the mean one. I'm the nice one.
Yeah. Okay. Dennis, are you ready?
Ready. Go ahead.
I don't even know what word to give you. Your word is love.
What does it mean to love? The Verb to Love by Todd Rundgren.
Awesome.
You got it.
That was really
an obscure
I
one,
don't know.
but the first thing that came to mind.
Hey, you got it. I didn't butt pan you. Come on now. Come on, Ron. Let me butt pan you.
Way hard to way easy. Let's go middle of the road here.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he'll like it too much, but go ahead. You can butt pan him, but he'll like it.
Don't. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. So, Ron.
Yeah.
Your word is what? Say it.
Flowers.
Flowers.
Did you say flowers?
Yes.
Okay, you can send me dead flowers.
Yes.
Stones.
Good one.
Stones rock.
Yeah. Take me down, little Susie.
That's right.
That's right.
Yep.
See, now I was thinking, where have all the flowers gone?
No.
Who cares?
No.
They're all dead.
Okay.
Don't be
So
Peter
now we got.
Paul marrying us.
They're in the U.S. mail.
That's it. I won't put roses on your grave.
That's right.
That's roses, not flowers.
Roses. No, it's roses. I won't put roses on your grave.
And I won't
Roses.
forget to put roses on your grave.
Yeah, see, I
But
win.
that's flowers.
No, but
But
dead
no,
flowers.
you can send
No,
me
but you
dead
sang the
flowers in the morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did it right. He did it right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna butt pan you.
All right.
Just because someone has to be butt panned.
Actually, it sounds fun.
I know someone has to be butt panned. Bill, are you ready to be butt panned?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to be butt panned.
Okay, Bill Storch, everyone. Okay, so your word is green.
Green tambourine. Or no, green tambourine. Playing on my green tambourine. Da 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 da. That's it.
Okay, God. All right, you guys are you. No one's letting me butt pan them. John, come on, let me butt pan you.
Be a volunteer.
Okay, John. Okay. Water is your word.
Oh shit. Don't pass me the water, Irene.
Okay.
Is that real? Is that real,
No,
John?
it's not for real. That's
Making
too
it up.
hard.
Making it up.
I'm
making
Don't
it
pass
up.
me the water, Irene.
And now,
Makes
a
up
butt
stuff.
pan
Don't-
moment. Butt pan! Butt pan! Butt pan! Butt pan! Butt pan! You're a butt pan!
Oh my! That sounds just like Paul
That's
O'Hara,
great.
doesn't it? It sounds like Paul O'Hara.
Yeah.
Just like Paul O'Hara. Oh my God.
You
Excellent.
seriously, thank you, John, for allowing me to do that. I had to. It's been
I
a
can't
long
think of anything
time.
with water in it.
Listen, there's nothing like sitting on a butt pan for a long time. At some point, you have to let the butt pan go. I'm just saying.
It's true.
Excellent.
It has to happen. You guys, thank you so much for joining us. It has
much
been
fun.
so much fun. It's like one of our favorite happy hour times. It's like,
Yeah.
this is so much fun. You guys, you've got the album out now. It's On the Line by the Cravens. Everyone go to cravensongs.com. They're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. So keep up with them there. If you are in Florida, I don't care where you are in the state, go see them and report back. and then find out. And we're going to go. We're going to Kentucky in the fall and Tennessee. We're going to do we're going to Natchitoches, Louisiana, then we're doing Natchez Trace to Kentucky, and then we thought instead of doing the Texas thing back home, well, we always have to go through Texas. No, I like Texas.
All our exes live
but
in
we're
Texas.
like, let's just go back down to Florida. I don't know, but if you
come
do
on.
end up in the
Great.
fall,
Come on,
we're
you'll
gonna-
have fun.
Hook up with us. We'll have a blast.
Yeah.
Come
We
hang
want
with the
some-
Cravens. It's a wild ride, but you'll have fun. We promise.
You guys play all over, so that's the thing. Nancy, tell everybody what's the best thing for everyone to keep up if they're in Florida to go and see the band perform.
If you go to cravensongs.com It lists all of our shows there, and also the Facebook page, The Cravens, that lists all the shows. So you see exactly where we're doing and who we're doing it with.
Ooh, yeah.
They're not doing it with a butt pan either. But anyway.
No.
Well, I don't know. I think that's going to
did.
be the butt of many jokes to come.
Hey, good one. Good one. All right.
There's a new beer. It's called Buttmeister.
The Buttmeister.
Buttmeister.
Oh, my
Budweiser.
God. Well, John, tell us about Hard Times. We're going to close this out with Hard Times. Tell us about the song Hard Times, because
Actually,
I think
I'll let,
we all feel that.
Yeah, Bill and I can both explain it. It's actually written about Bill's daughter, Savannah, and we wrote it actually before she became an adult. And we kind of got into her psyche and what she actually ended up doing, in a sense, in a good way. But Bill can say more about that.
Yeah. It's written about Savannah, who's about ready to just do a month stay in Gunnison National Park. She's doing her internship.
You got before you got to move into a place where you don't echo. Okay, so she's gonna. Is she doing an artist in residency in a park?
Well, no, she's doing an internship for college, and she'll be at Gunnison National Park.
Wow.
To do parks, yeah. So she'll be there for a month and a half, starting in the middle of May. And this is a song about her when she was about 14, 15 years old.
Cool.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. So I know both you and John have a thing about national parks like we do. We're on a quest to visit all 418 now national parks.
Cool.
And
have you been to Gunnison?
No, not yet.
You'll have to check
Not
it out.
yet.
It's a big canyon. The Black Canyon is there. I think it's the second largest canyon in the United States. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah.
I've seen about that. So she's doing an internship. So please have her contact us when she's done with that. We'd love to follow up and see what she felt about it.
We'll do. Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us on. It's been a blast.
Thank you.
You guys are a riot.
Yeah, wonderful.
I would love to meet up with the two of you. You sound like a riot.
Oh, absolutely.
Nancy will keep us all in check. Nancy, not my Nancy.
Yep.
Forget that.
Yeah, but
forget that.
You'll like
that
it.
never happens. That never happens. But you guys really, we love the music, and everyone go get the album on the line. Again, cravensongs.com is the main hub to go and connect with them. And we're going to play Hard Times. Don't forget, Big Blend Radio airs Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Fridays and Sundays at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for joining us, Craven Band, and go get that cocktail made for you.
Yeah.
We'd love to see that. You get that recipe, we'll publish it. We want that. We want that recipe.
Okay, deal.
We'll be your tasters. We're good with that.
We're going to do a contest.
I know Ron is going to be the main taster, right, Ron?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
he already volunteered.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here it is, Hard Times and Spontaneous. I got to say, Spontaneous, go to songgame.com and get the game. It's fun for the whole family, and sometimes get away from the screens and go play a board game. It's cool.
Yeah.
Here it is, Hard Times. Thanks, guys and ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.